Welcome to the Badger Den. We're going to go hardcore raw today. We're going to talk about the stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Why? Because somebody needs to say it. And I ain't scared. Well, I'm sure you guys have saw that the Democrats are literally as low as they can go since, uh, what? Right here. What do you want me to say about it? Democrats get lowest rating from voters in 35 years. Lowest ever. Lowest ever recorded. Lowest it could possibly go. No, they can go lower. The reason why they can go lower is, again, if you are a Democrat right now and you do not see what's happening and you're still a liberal, you need to get out of the Democratic Party, because it is not the Democratic Party of Kennedy. It is not the Democratic Party of yore. It is a hellscape that worships demons. Don't believe me? Hang in there. Hang in there, buddy. We're going to get you blue hair. So those of you who still have souls, get out of the Democratic Party. Be an independent. Just get out. Why? Let's walk through it. Why does nobody want to play with the Democratic Party? Well, one is the economy stupid. If people cannot live, work, and then go play, what's the point? Sure, a lot of us are wage slaves and we sign our life away for that because we have a family and we have to take care of them. But if we're not able to provide for our family and things fall apart, what do you think is happening to Gen Z right now? Gen Z, used to make fun of millennials as a failure to launch. Nobody says that anymore because Gen Z is far worse than what the millennials had to go through. Why do you think that is? Inflation. Y'all don't understand it. You're tired of that word, but it is inflation. And the mask is slipping from the Democratic Party. They are not the Democrats. They are socialists. You want more proof? Does anybody remember the last 4 years of supposed 5% inflation? We all know it was closer to 7%, and the totality of it was closer to 20%. If you actually look how the inflation works, it's closer to 20%. Don't believe me? Type it in the comments. I'll break it out for you how they're screwing you and lying about inflation. Energy costs. Again, if you do not allow people to function in this society and you take away their ability to go work, take away their ability to go play, and you make everything cost more through energy costs, it drives up the whole economy because everything's tied to energy. But the Democrats don't seem to understand that. They don't. They want to control you. They don't want to lock you in a little 5-mile city. That's what they do. Immigration. How much more do I need to spell it out? Really? Essentially it's immigrants first, isn't it? They get put up in high-rise hotels in New York. They get a free phone card. They don't have to take a COVID shot. They get shuffled across the border. They don't have to pay taxes. They earn more than Americans. And then all the money that they earn, they send back to their home country that they really love because they hate here. They fly the Mexican flag or some other country's flag. They don't belong here. They don't. But that's who the Democrats have picked over the American citizen. That's why nobody wants to play with the Democrats anymore. Damages to low-skilled jobs, increases in costs, it drains local areas of funds, hurts the economy, prioritizing illegals over citizens and vets. Yeah, we still care about our vets. I know the Democrats don't, but a lot of people do because they understand the sacrifices they go through and their families deal with. Crime. Where do you think those crime rates came from? It wasn't just the illegals, no. It was the stopping of policing. What was that term they used to call? What was it? A defund all police, ACAB. They all just need to go away. We need to hire a bunch of socialists to run out. Well, no, sorry, social workers to run out and go take care of crime without what do they call those people in Britain that don't have bobbies or something? They go around with they don't even have sticks anymore. What's wrong with you, Britain people? Foreign policy, tired of being the trying to curtail my speech here, done being the butt of the world is a nice way to put it. Trying to stand up and say, no, America first, not Britain's first, not EU first, not China first, not Mexico first, not Canada first, America first. Because our elected representatives are supposed to represent us, not another country. And the Democrats have completely forgotten this. And that's the point I've been making for the last several weeks, is that the Democratic Party is not the true party of the people anymore. They're not. They haven't been for a long time. They're racist bigots. Is that it? And if you support them, you're a racist bigot. Fight me. Culture. So this is where it breaks down a little bit, but there's still some significant culture items that are bubbling up that the liberals truly cling to. They want to do abortion up into birth. Now, a lot of Americans support some sort of abortion. They're wrong, and I can prove it to them. again, put it in the comments and I'll break it down. But what the Democrats fail to realize is that they're going to the extreme, because the Democrats are not Democrats anymore. They're Satan worshipers, and they want to kill babies even out of the womb. They want them getting killed coming out of the birth canal, because for some reason the coming out of the birth canal transfers some sort of magic of personhood, which it doesn't, because you can't argue that, because it's not real. And not only that, they want abortion after birth. It's insane, and they're all for it. Child mutilation, sterilization. You don't allow a child to drive a car, do you? Don't allow a child to be by themselves, do you? You don't allow a child to go get tattooed. You don't allow a child to use drugs. No, but you will let them get sterilized. You will let them get mutilated. And that's where it breaks down. Don't even get me started on LGBTQ. The Democrats hate families. They hate the nuclear family, but they've been tearing down the nuclear family in the black community for decades. It's now happening to the white family. It's going to be happening to the Hispanic family. And, man, maybe the Asians will hold out. I mean, they're like rock solid, though. Maybe they at least got that right, you know. They're like, hey, make money, go to school, keep the family together. Go Asians. Well, everybody else is just falling apart. And that's why nobody wants to play with the Democrats. Don't believe me? Okay. So even Bill Maher, for those of you who don't know who Bill Maher is, good for you. He is this, I don't want to say insane, because over the last 4 years, Biden has woken him up to realize that the Democrats have really fallen off. And he's even admitting that the tariffs are not as impactful as he thought they would be. Believe it or not, when you're getting, I saw the latest numbers. Now the administration is claiming $10 trillion in foreign investment. I think that's a little ridiculous. But again, let's split the difference from yesterday. Let's say it's 4 to 5 trillion. Of foreign investment coming back into the U.S., where either companies are now onshoring, reshoring, or foreign countries are now committed to buying directly from the U.S. This is huge, guys. We're not going to understand the type of growth rate. We just got to hang on for another 6 to 9 months. Hang on as these contracts and these agreements start coming to fruition. Hang in there, guys. We've had a long, hard road over the last 4 years. I'm praying things are going to start getting better. I'm seeing the signs of it. This is kind of my bread and butter. It will get better. We've still got, I've said before in previous streams, we've still got some hard times ahead, but hang in there for a year. Things will get better. It takes time to move a huge ship. Better cover up that socialism. Look at some previous streams. Zohan, is a socialist. He's a devout communist. He's never worked a day in his life. He suckled to mommy and daddy's teat for his entire life, never had to work a lick. And he believes in redistributing wealth. He believes in breadlines. He believes in taking over private property. He has said this multitudes of times. He's let it out there on, Twitter, formerly Twitter X, and he's deleted it all. But thankfully, the internet is forever, and so a lot of people still have screen captures and recordings of it where he devoutly claims his allegiance to socialism and communism. This is where the Democratic Party is. And there's a stream, I will post it down below, specifically about Zohan and where he is the branch or the fork for the Democratic Party, where they let the mask slip completely and they go full bore commie. Or there's another group that is trying to keep the mask on within the Democratic Party, where they're trying to resolve to keep the mask on, get back into power, and then take the mask off. The Democrats are not your granddaddy's Democrats. Crime. Is it the crime, the fresh air, the econ? Why is everybody leaving these blue cities? Blue cities, San Francisco, New York, Colorado's even seen a chunk of it, LA. People with any sort of money are leaving the state. Businesses are leaving those states, those cities. They're running for the hills. And for you people, and I do mean you people, because guess what? I know some of those people. I'm related to some of those people. So don't give me that you people. Oh, yeah. No, you people that are leaving those blue areas, those blue S-holes, and you're coming to red areas. Why are you fleeing? You voted for that. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted the no police. You wanted the high taxes. You wanted the crime. You wanted the illegals. Well, I guess slave labor is what you wanted. You moved to a red area. Wake the F up. Pull the plug. Don't destroy the area you're moving to. There's a reason you moved there, and you caused the issue that you ran from because you voted it in. Stop the cycle. Don't bring that S around here. Don't. Sickos. IRS data basically showing that huge drain. Look at this. 111 billion leaving New York. 102 billion leaving California. Guess where they're going? Florida and Texas. Some to North Kakalaki, but my goodness, I'm terrified. I know some of those blue people that are coming here and they scare me. But again, why are you coming to those states? Why are you coming to those states? Don't repeat this cycle. Don't turn it into a blue asshole. Please don't. Sickos. And again, illegal pedos come first. Again, these are all stories I've pulled in the past couple weeks. This is the party of the Democrats now. Gender confusion, child mutilation, illegal pedos first. Pedos first. Look at California. They're finally ratcheting down on pedos, for crying out loud. It's ridiculous. ICE has arrested over 200 illegal alien child sex offenders in Houston over the last 6 months. They've arrested more in the last 6 months than they have in here it is. Look at this. ICE arrested more than 200 illegal alien child sex offenders in Houston area in just the last 6 months, capturing more of the heinous criminals than were arrested in the entirety of the 2024 fiscal year. Because again, per Bongino, the things that you have seen, and I guarantee you it's weaponization of government, going after white Christians, going after conservatives, instead of having those people focused, those people being law enforcement, on actual criminals. They're basically going after conservatives. They've turned the country fascist, is what the Democrats have done. They've weaponized the government against conservatives instead of going after these illegals and these criminals. And most of these people, like many of these criminals, have been deported from the U.S. on multiple occasions. But again, Biden had the open door policy where all criminals get to come in and do whatever they want. Child mutilation, like you can't defend this. You can't say, yeah, a child should be able to cut off good parts of themselves. It's just, you can't defend it. Come on, blue hair. Again, I challenge anyone to step up, message me, and argue any of these points. You can't do it. You're going to lose. I welcome it. Shootings. So I want to, now that we've gone through that, I want to touch on a couple things that happened overnight or yesterday. There were shootings. This is what I was going to cover, but there's still a lot of information coming out. Shootings in Reno, Nevada, and Manhattan in New York. The New York shooter apparently is a lone shooter. He was motivated. He knew where he was going. CNN, again, their wonderful headlines, called him a white terrorist. He has not been charged with terrorism. In fact, he is dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound after he was winged by the police. Initially came out that he was white. He's not white. Showed in the pictures he's not white. Doesn't matter what his skin color is, because this is not racially motivated or anything. They called him a terrorist. I think CNN just wanted to say white terrorist because some other information, again, from that stabbing the other day that might be coming out. We will see. Again, hats off to the man, the black man, that stopped that stabber. Now, that one they're already calling a terrorist. The police know something. He's going to be brought up on terrorist charges. But for whatever reason, the left-wing media was trying to call this man, I believe he's Blasian, a white terrorist. Whatever. He's not a terrorist. He was a lone gunman who was motivated, something to do with NFL and football. He knew where he was going. He was trying to get there. There's a picture going around of these men. I should have cropped it here, but I didn't confirm that was indeed where he was headed. He was headed to the 33rd floor of this building that apparently housed some sort of NFL people that he was going after. He was formerly a star football player in like high school or college. So this is highly personal and motivated. He did kill 4 to 5 people. Some reports are saying 4 plus a police officer. Some are saying that a police officer was included in that. Regardless, hats off to those men that ran in there to stop this villain. Good on them. There are additional injured. I was unable to find out how many. He initially just literally strode up with a short barrel rifle. I believe it was an AR-15 of some sort. And came in blasting into the lobby and worked his way up to the 33rd floor where he was eventually stopped. The shooter in Reno, Nevada, we have even less on. It happened outside of a casino. Again, this could be just something of where he has lost everything and was trying to get himself killed. Unknown right now as far as motivations. They're not releasing anything. I don't even have a picture of this dude. And he killed 3 and wounded 3 at least. These are just heinous acts, very disgusting, cowardly people. And finally, I want to, again, try to always leave you guys with a little bit of humor. Scott Adams said it best. Based on the way things are going, the best advice I can give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. There's no fixing this. You just have to escape. And he was canceled for it, but he's right. If you are in a black community, you need to get the hell out, because right now blacks are around to beat the crap out of you and nothing's going to hardly happen to them. Just how it is. Get the hell out. And some whites tried to do that. They tried to do that. They tried to build a white-only private town in Arkansas. Of course, the whole world is trying to lambast them when blacks have been doing this for quite a while. Muslims tried to do it over in Texas, but they did it illegally. Blacks and the whites at least try to do it legally by setting up as a private membership town. So whites essentially bought a 150-acre expanse. The goal is to create a private club where it was essentially European descent only, because you can't do it necessarily by skin color because that's too arbitrary. You have to at least have some sort of litmus. And so they try to say, well, it's European descent. They're just traditional values. Yeah, what are the values they're saying that are of white supremacy? What is it? Being on time, math, nuclear family, all that's white supremacy, guys. All that's white culture. Sorry. They were inspired by South Africa Afrikaners to protect themselves for genocidal black communist movements in the region. Again, just trying to have a family, have somewhere safe, and they feel that they wanted to protect their culture. Good on them. I am not against this. I'm not for this, but at least I understand it. And yeah, they're talking about the double standard. There was just a few years ago in Georgia. There was, yeah, here it is. A few years ago, the media lavishing praise on blacks only town called Freedom Established and Ruled, Georgia. Guess where that town is now? Nowhere. They haven't done anything. They've cleared some trees. I don't believe they have a building. The other white community, sorry for comparison, just pointing out that the blacks really haven't done anything and the whites have actually set up a community. And even though the blacks did the exact same thing and failed, the whites at least have a community already set up and they're doing great. They just need to be left alone. They're not supremacists. They're separatists. Does that make it right? I don't know. I don't care. Let them do them. Let us do us. They want to do that and feel safe. Good for them. Me, I like my guns. They make me feel pretty safe. Whoop-de-doo. Yep. I'm that gun nut, so get over it. The double standard is clear. Black only town equals stunning and brave. White only town, evil and fascist. Yep, for those that are absolutely raging right now, yeah. So open your eyes or get wrecked. If you're white and you're going around somewhere and you're not paying attention, you obviously are just lost. So this was at a jazz festival just the other day, this past weekend. No stories on it at all. No stories. And it was a white couple. They were in a jazz festival and they stuck out like sore thumbs. And apparently there was some sort of altercation, because what a lot of the video is not showing is that the white man, I think, was protecting his wife or trying to get some young thug to back off, and he was yelling at him, and he kind of did a gesture like go on. Couldn't really tell if he touched the guy. We got close, but he shouldn't have done that because he was surrounded, and they were waiting to pop off. As soon as he touched the other dude, or looked like he did, he got surrounded by about 20 people. Reports right now are saying that 100 people filmed this, watched it, and did nothing. Only one person out of the 100 or so people that were congregated there called police. The rest of them laughed, jeered, filmed it, and let a white dude just absolutely get decimated by a bunch of black dudes. Again, for you screaming racism right now, all I can say is flip the script. Would this be national news? It would. And the white dude being dumb and shoving a black dude in the middle of a bunch of black thugs without a weapon on him, yeah, pretty stupid. His wife getting cold cocked and about killed with her head hitting the concrete, you can't defend that now, can you? No, you can't. That's what I thought. And just in the past week alone, I was able to find another one at a water park where It was an altercation where a black man, a young thug, was beating the crap out of another black woman, and a white woman, white Karen, gets in there and tries to stop it, and she gets the beat down from a bunch of black people. So a white woman injects herself trying to white knight, and then she becomes the target. Yeah. There was another one that looked kind of like a school issue. White kid just getting surrounded, beating the crap out of by a bunch of black kids. And a store. It was a convenience store. Again, not a lot of context in the school one. Context on the store one. Couldn't really tell. It looked like some sort of altercation between a couple of young thugs. And again, a white dude trying to calm him down. And they surround the white dude and beat him up. It's just again, how do you explain or defend that when all these stories happen in the past couple weeks, and that's okay? But again, we all know if the roles were reversed, these would be national headlines. We got to talk about what's really happening in this country, and there is a degradation of society, and it needs to stop. That's all I got for you. Mouthy out.